Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. Lower than a snake's belly. That's Conor Benn at the moment. So sit back and enjoy this video. Now, Crusher Ben, right, the Crushinator, right? We've just seen him perform, haven't we? What do we think? He couldn't get the guy out there, could he? An utter waste, man. The end of fight, Conor Benn we're asking him what weight he is and blah blah blah, and telling him how tough he is. The bloke turned around and said, "No, I can do 147, me." Do you know what I mean? Eddie's signed him. He's saying he's this tough guy and all that. They'll put him in with people and they'll be knocking all the bin men out. And Eddie will be saying, "See, I told you, you were tough. You'd never been stopped." All a load of rubbish. You heard it all. What we spoke about, me and Julian in that video, the two-parter, which just gone out. It's a joke. Utter joke. Ben versus Rudolph Orozco. A 10-round joke. They slipped him on with a few days to go before the show, so they didn't get much attention, but I don't know. Ben said it won't go 2 rounds with mood he were in and how savage he'd been in sparring and blah blah blah. Well, it went 10 rounds. Then he said, "Oh, I needed rounds, I needed rounds." Listen, there's no boxer in the world wants getting hit after round 2 for another 8 rounds if he can get away with it. You don't get paid for overtime. You don't get paid for having miles on clock and getting punched in head. People's heads are not designed to be knocked about and punched in head. But I see his father got stroppy, didn't he, Nigel Benn? He got stroppy in an interview on Boxing News where they said he did. The Boxing News kid turned around to Nigel and said, "Oh, Nigel, I didn't think you threw enough punches." And straight away they're on defensive. It's like you can't talk to these people, can you? Nigel Benn, John Fury, people like that. Dads in boxer are a nightmare. They think they know it all, when basically they're usually a problem. Dads, you know what I mean? My opinion, anyway. But for me, he's a 147. You've just seen that now. The guy couldn't do anything with a guy who were there just to lose. He couldn't get him out there. He said Eubank couldn't get Beefy out there for so many rounds. Eubank didn't lose a round. You wouldn't give Ben all them 10 rounds, would you? You know, so what I want to know, though, is this. How did Eddie Hills pull it off? How did they pull it off? How did they get Conor Benn on a show in America? How did they pull that off? I don't know. Will the Boxing Board of Control ban anybody for working with Crusher? Maybe. Maybe they might do. Will they ban Eubank if he fights him? Who's to say that fight happens anyway? People keep going on about that fight like it's a done deal. Sky have not played their hand yet. I mean, they might throw a bid out for Eubank Beefy 3 or Eubank Kell Brook. I mean, that's the word doing rounds around here, South Yorkshire. Eubank and Kell Brooks in talk. More on that one I hear more, but we've heard Terry, Kell's father, he's in talks with Adrian Mowell to put it on. So, is what it is. So, I don't know. What's going to happen to Keller if Eubank don't fight Ben? Well, they'll not be bothered. Keller will just go Eubank Brook. We'll get Ben fight's always going to be there. That's how I look at it. So, but I don't hear anybody going on about, oh, that Rudolph Roscoe is like when Sanderline Williams took Nigel Benn the distance. Sanderline Williams would be a world champion today, and that guy Ben's just fought, Conor Ben's just fought, he ain't going to be a world champion. So he gave James Toney an hard fight, but James Toney wasn't even fit for the Sanderline Williams fight. Nigel Benn went distance, and he got it in his head, well, James Toney went distance with him, and I did. Sanderline Williams is a tough distance guy. He just does distance. But I don't know. Conor Benn's not Nigel Benn, is he? Same way as Marvis Fraser's not Joe Fraser. Campbell Hansa Foam Hatton's not Ricky Hatton, is he? Or Matthew Hatton. You know? Crusher's a 147 guy, isn't he? He's not a 160. He got the win. That's the main important thing in it for Crush. We got the win. But he needs to stay in his lane. Get to 147. You're not a 154 guy. And you definitely, if you can't stop a guy at 154 who's a non-puncher, what are you going to do with Chris Eubank Jr. at 160? And I away if you're not stopping men at 154. But we've all got carried away with the Crusher Ben experience, and when he was given a platform at the weekend to do the business, well, you've just seen what happened, haven't you? You've seen what Crusher were about, and I think it's a sad indictment on Crusher myself. I do. That's what I think. But hey ho. So let's see where this story ends. But in my opinion, Conor Benn is lower than a snake's belly. He should be banned for 2-year minimum. Liam Cameron got 4 years, but Conor's got 2 tests. He could get an 8-year ban. I mean, if the board come out and don't give him a ban, or they give him a backdated ban or something, or whatever, where's the sport heading? We don't know, but he's fought now, so does it matter? I don't think it does, but hey ho. So okie dokie. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't have nightmares. All right. Boyaka. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. But in my opinion, Conor Benn, like I've said before, lower than a snake's belly.